It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Hey, kids.
Hello and welcome to this Wednesday's edition of Movie News here at MBE. Tonight we are going to be discussing the Golden Globes 2021 nominations, John. And that's all we're talking about tonight. It dropped earlier today. Our Twitter master was on the ball earlier this afternoon, tweeting it out as it happened, because that's what we do here. We're ever professionals here at MB, aren't we, John?
My finger is firmly on the pulse, Stephen, as the
that one.
Say yes,
Yeah.
the pulse. I have none. I'm dead inside.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get through the categories one by one. This is not going to take all night, folks, so don't worry. But we would like to thank you once again for joining us here on YouTube. We are live and interactive as always.
Live and interactive on Twitch as well. Yes, we are on Twitch.
We are on Twitch. Hey! Welcome to our Twitch followers as well. But we're going to just crack on, John, because we've got a lot to get through. Now, we don't know everything in television. We don't know everything in film. But we will pitch in when we know something. And I'll obviously read them out, John, and you can give us your thoughts on these categories. So we know a thing or two. We should, after 4 years. But so best performance. This is television, by the way. We'll start with television, then we'll move on to film. And it's best performance by an actor in a television series, musical or comedy. And the nominations are Don Cheadle for Black Monday, Nicholas Hoult for The Great, Eugene Levy for Schitt's Creek, Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso, and Rami Youssef for Rami.
Rami, Stephen, I don't know anything about any of these TV shows because, to be quite frank with you, I don't even know if I've got the right thing up here. Is this best performance by an actor in a TV show?
By an actor, musical or comedy.
Musical or comedy. I've got the wrong one up, so I'll come down quickly.
That's okay.
There you go. There's a list there. I keep forgetting they have this ridiculous comedy musical thing, and drama. And half the time, the movies and TV shows that are in the musical comedy element or section are actually drama driven. And it's an absolute farce. Stephen, I don't watch a lot of TV. I've admitted it time and again. And the little TV I do watch, I rarely finish it because I've got issues finishing things. I've not seen any of these TV shows, so I can't possibly comment on performances. But look, Nicholas Hoult, Don Cheadle, it's a great list of actors. And I'm sure the right
This is where television is now, John.
It is.
All those big names are in there.
The line is blood.
Yeah.
Look, Nicholas Hoult, man, I love Nicholas Hoult and I love Don Cheadle. So apparently Schitt's Creek is a bit of a surprise it being in there in general. So
well, we'll carry on anyway. Best performance by an actress in a television series, musical or comedy, and the list is Lily Collins for Emily in Paris, Kaylee Cuoco, The Flight Attendant, Ellie Fanning, The Great, Jane Levy for Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, and Catherine O'Hara the Great, Catherine the Great for Schitt's Creek.
She's up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Yes, Stephen. Again, a great list of actors. Lily Collins, Kaylee Cuoco, Ellie Fanning. Again, ain't seen any of these TV shows, so I can't possibly comment. I'm sure as we go
You ain't seen nothing yet.
I ain't seen nothing yet. Nope. I'm going to start watching The Crown.
It's rock.
Yep.
I'll move on anyway. Best performance by an actor in a television series. And this is drama, John. And we've got Jason Bateman in there for Ozark, Josh O'Connor for The Crown, Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul.
TV show I've seen. Yay!
Al Pacino for Hunters.
Seen one episode.
And Matthew Rhys for Perry Mason.
Stephen, I'm going to start watching The Crown because apparently it's amazing. And the fact it's rubbing the royal family up the wrong way now, Charles in particular, all the more motivation for me to go and watch it. Ozark I've heard of, I've not seen, but Bateman's great. I love Bob Odenkirk. He's absolutely fantastic as Better Call Saul Goodman, I should say. So, Stephen, our household binge watched, I think, just about all of the Better Call Saul seasons.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, that's an amazing TV show. It's not quite reached the heights of Breaking Bad, but it's all the same people. Vince Gilligan and all of that involved. It's an amazing TV show.
Yeah.
Hunters, bit of a surprise to be in there, but Pacino's Pacino. It's a Nazi hunting program. What more do you want in life, really? Again, it's a stacked, by all accounts, little section. Not got much to add to it though, because I've only seen one of these TV shows and one episode of Hunters, and it was the first one when the guy massacres everyone. I think he does anyway.
Best performance by an actress in a television series drama, and it's Olivia Colman for The Crown, Jodie Comer for Killing Eve, Emma Corrin for The Crown, Laura Linney for Ozark, and Sarah Paulson for Ratched.
Yes, Ratched. Of course, that was the Netflix one. Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Watched a few of those episodes. Very colourful. Great performance from Sarah Paulson. She's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Deserves to be in there. The Crown, again, I'm going to watch. I don't know much about it. Olivia Colman is absolutely amazing, though. This is a Golden Globe Oscar-winning actor. She is in, I think, The Father with Anthony Hopkins, which she's got some love in this as well. That's a stacked...
Can't wait to see that.
I've heard of Killing Eve as well. Who's not heard of Killing Eve? So, yeah, again, stacked as hell. I can't really pick a winner there, Stephen. I don't think there's any...
No. Well, that's the other thing, John. We did discuss this before we came on air, that we would only predict it if we were comfortable enough and we'd seen most of the categories. I don't think it's fair for us just to pick out one because we've seen one series,
Coleman, no.
you know, when we've not seen the other four, you know. So, but anyway, best performance by an actor in a limited series or motion picture made for television, and it's Bryan Cranston for Your Honour, Jeff Daniels for The Comedy Rule, Hugh Grant for The Undoing, Mark Ruffalo for I Know This Much Is True, and Ethan Hawke in there with The Good Lord Bird.
Stephen, I can't add much to this again. I've not seen any of these TV shows, but what an amazing, what an amazing list of actors. Phenomenal. Every one of them hugely accomplished actors. So I can't speak about it. I've not seen any of the shows, so I can't make a prediction. I can't ascertain who's the favourite or not. But I love Bryan Cranston. I love them all. I love everyone.
Yeah. Best performance by an actress in a limited series or motion picture made for television. We've got Kate Blanchett in there for Mrs. America, Daisy Edgar Jones for Normal People, Shira Haas for Unorthodox, Nicole Kidman for The Undoing, and Anya Taylor-Joy for The Queen's Gambit.
Anya Taylor-Joy, absolutely stupendous in The Queen's Gambit alongside Harry Melling of Harry Potter fame. That was a great little TV show. I loved it. It was all the rage when it came out on Netflix.
Yeah.
Again, though, I've not seen Kate Blanchett. When you've got Kate Blanchett in there, you've got Nicole Kidman. I can't really comment on who's the favourite, but certainly loved Anya Taylor-Joy in The Queen's Gambit. So she's my pick because it's the only one I've seen.
Said we wouldn't do that. Best television series drama: The Crown, Lovecraft Country, The Mandalorian, Ozark, and Ratched.
I'll try and find this little list, Stephen, because we are working off of different articles, I do believe. There you go.
Yeah.
Best series. I mean, based on the ones I've seen, I'm going to pick The Mandalorian because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I've seen Ratched, at least a certain proportion of it anyway. It was good. It was enjoyable. The Crown I've not seen yet. I think The Crown's the favourite, Stephen. I think it's fair to say it's a hugely popular TV show. I am going to watch it, the lot of it, to date. I don't know if there's going to be a Crown after this because it is rubbing up Charles and the royal family, although they're not.
I think they're getting to the stage now where right up to date as well, aren't they? Well, near enough anyway.
I hope we get the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle shenanigans, but they'll not want to rub them up too harshly, so maybe we'll not get that. But I think The Crown is maybe a safe bet for the winner here, but I love The Mandalorian, man, and Ratched was good as well.
Best television limited series or motion picture made for television: Normal People, The Queen's Gambit, Small Axe, The Undoing, and Unorthodox.
Again, I've only seen The Queen's Gambit, so I'm going to have to pick that because I haven't seen any of the rest. I thought it was a stupendous little TV show, really well paced, great acting performances, riveting watch. So absolutely, and it get people interested in chess for a bit. So that's a
exactly
bonus.
Yeah, best performance by an actress in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. We've got Helena Bonham Carter for The Crown. We've got Julia Garner for Ozark, Annie Murphy for Schitt's Creek, and Cynthia Nixon for Ratched.
Again, Cynthia Nixon.
All fine actors.
Gillian Anderson. Yeah. It's an amazing list of actors there. I love Helena Bonham Carter as well. She was amazing. And as Bellatrix Lestrange in Harry Potter, she's been great in a whole list of things. Stephen, I've not seen The Crown. I've only seen Ratched. Going to be difficult to pick a winner, but again, you'd think someone from The Crown, and Gillian Anderson's such an accomplished actor. She's been really doing great. I think it's The Fallen. What is that one called over here? The Northern Irish serial killer one. She was really good in that as well. So She's developed into a sort of different kind of actor. Although some would say the same kind of actors from the 90s and the X-Files. But I don't know, probably The Crown again would be my prediction.
Best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. We've got John Boyega in there for Small Axe, Brendan Gleeson for The Comey Rule, Daniel Levy for Schitt's Creek, Jim Parsons for Hollywood, and Donald Sutherland for The Undoing.
Can't add anything to it, Steve, other than once again just to say the cliched, amazing list of actors. Once again, I love Donald Sutherland. I'm sure he was in a Gene Wilder movie where they were twins, two sets of twins separated at birth, and it was absolutely amazing, man. So I love Donald Sutherland, I love Jim Parsons, Daniel Levy, I love them all, man. So I don't care who wins. I get a horse in this race.
They're all winners.
They're all winners. Yeah.
Such a cop-out. Best television series, musical or comedy. We've got Emily in Paris, The Flight Attendant, Schitt's Creek, The Great, and Ted Lasso.
I've gave up even trying to find these now. I'm just going to be controversial and say Schitt's Creek, because apparently I looked at an article and it says it was controversial. It was a surprise that it was in so many nominated spots.
Popular.
So, Schitt's Creek, I'll go Schitt's Creek. There you go. Schitt's Creek, not Schitt's.
That rounds up the television section of the Golden Globes for 2021, John. That's why we call ourselves movie burners, not television burners. But anyway, we'll move on to film.
When it comes to TV shows. Jesus Christ. I watched The Boys season 1. And I watched the first episode of season 2, and I've not watched it in about 4 months or something.
Well, that's the thing about television, John. Out with episodes that maybe last 25 to 35 minutes, i.e. WandaVision, things like that, The Mandalorian, where you can just watch them while you're having your dinner. Television's a big commitment, isn't it? Especially if it's a long 45 minutes to an hour episodes. Back in the 1990s.
Got to go to you, Stephen. Hold on.
Back in the 1990s, John, the common thing for television series was the 45-minute mark, and you'd have 20-odd episodes per season. It's a thing of the past now, isn't it? They don't do that as much now. Yep. It's too big a commitment for actors as well. Actors have got a bit more pulling power, I think, with productions, so they don't commit themselves to long periods of productions anymore. But I think it's great. But we'll move on anyway, John, to the film sections now, and we're going to start with the best motion picture, musical or comedy, and the list is Borat, subsequent movie film, Hamilton, music, Palm Springs, and The Prom.
Well, Stephen, I've seen Borat 2, subsequent movie film, again classic Sacha Baron Cohen. Great sort of satirical look at the ignorance of the political sort of demographic and just ruling class over in the United States. It was a great watch. It had some hilarious moments. Not as good as the original Borat, but that's to be expected. Hamilton, I delved into it briefly. It was a stage play captured. It wasn't an actual movie.
Oh, my cup of tea.
It wasn't a movie, Stephen. It was a Broadway musical filmed from the perspective of the audience. Or just filmed in general. It seemed to be very popular. People were raving about it. Everyone was watching it. Wasn't for me, so I'd have to pick Borat. But if I was to be a betting man, I've not seen the other three, incidentally, so we says we weren't going to do this. We weren't going to comment on movies we didn't know a huge amount about, comment on sections we didn't have enough information on. But I'm going to pick Borat anyway. I didn't realise, though it is a comedy. I was about to say I didn't realise it's not a musical, John, it's a comedy, and that is what this section is for. So I'd go
it's
for
a strange section to lump those two genres together.
Stephen,
I don't understand it, but
do you remember the Matt Damon Mars movie? The one where he was eating potatoes? I can't recall the name of it. It wasn't a musical, it wasn't a comedy. It was in the musical comedy section. This is what they do at the Golden Globes. No rhyme nor reason to it.
That's called shoehorning. But anyway, we'll move on to the next category, John. It's Best Motion Picture Drama, that is. And the list is The Father, Mank, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, and The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Well, Stephen, I've seen The Trial of the Chicago 7. I have seen a bit of Nomadland. I shouldn't because it's not out, but we'll just put the cards on the table and admit I have seen a bit of it. It's absolutely amazing, man. Frances McDormand. It's sort of her, I don't know, having that sort of free billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri sort of performance again. Just an interesting, amazingly short movie. It's some Chinese screener. There you go, I'll admit it. Wink, wink. I don't even care.
Yeah.
The trial
VIP,
Chicago, yes,
red carpet stuff, John, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm clearly Chinese and I've got access privilege to screeners, so let's not talk about that. But Stephen, the trial of Chicago 7 as well, an amazing movie, an amazing cast. And that deserves to be in there for me. I'm surprised there's a couple of snubs in here as well, though. I would say I would have thought the Five Buds, was that not potentially coming up for this year? No Delroy Lindo, no The Five Buds. Yeah. That's a surprise to me. I thought that was a really well put together movie. Promising Young Woman, I've heard a lot about, I've not seen. Most of these movies aren't out over here yet. Mank's not out yet. David Fincher, Gary Oldman, looks amazing, black and white. Can't recall what it's about. It's about a classic movie. It may be a Hitchcock movie or something, being shot behind the scenes. I think that's what it is anyway. I said Nomadland. The father looks amazing. It's Anthony Hopkins. He's got dementia. Yeah. Olivia Colman's in there playing his daughter. He's losing his marbles a bit. It looks like a stunning performance. A really great movie. Hard to pick a winner.
Looking forward to seeing that one, John.
Really hard to pick a winner, Stephen. Out of them. Fincher's Fincher. So,
John, that's the quality of the category.
Yeah, very.
But
considering
we'll move on, John. I'm not sure if this is the one exactly. I'm not sure if this is the one you were talking about. It was controversial. It's the best motion picture for foreign language.
Yeah.
And another round from Denmark is in there. La Aurora from Guatemala/France. The Life Ahead in Italy. Minari and from the USA. Foreign language. And Two of Us, France/USA.
I can't get this up on my screen, Stephen, so yeah, we're just going to have to just speak about this. I'll try and get it actually on my iPad. La Llorona, that's clearly not the same La Llorona we had over here, which was utterly shite. There was controversy. Apparently
So-called horror.
Yeah, it was terrible, man. Trailers were better than the actual movie itself. Yeah, apparently Minari, there's a bit of controversy with that being in there. I read an article that was speaking about Minari and the sort of eligibility around that, why that's in there under foreign language. It looks as though they're bending the rules potentially. Stephen, as you do know, I like to watch foreign language movies after I've seen the likes of the Golden Globes, the Oscars, the sort of awards season. I wait until they've picked out the best ones, then I go and watch them. I don't really have my finger on the pulse when it comes to good foreign language movies, unless it's Parasite from years gone by, where it's just got amazing word of mouth. I let these guys do the work for me, then I go and watch the best ones. So I can't speak about these movies, but I'm intrigued by Minari. It's A24, and A24 usually make amazing movies, so they may very well
best screenplay motion picture, John. We've got Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman, Jack Fincher for Mank, Aaron Sorkin for The Trial of the Chicago 7, Florian Zeller, Christopher Hampton for The Father, and Chloe Zhao for Nomadland.
Well, Stephen, again, I've only seen one of these movies, because there's only one really out just now. I think Promising Young Woman may have been out a while back, actually. We may be able to... Actually, I tried to get it. I checked Amazon Prime for on demand to try and also rent it. Wasn't on there, wasn't available in their territory. So Mank's not out, and also The Father's not out. Nomadland's not officially out. So there's only one movie that I should have officially seen. I loved the Trial of the Chicago 7, a great movie, and you had the likes of Sacha Baron Cohen in that as well. Mank looks like a great script. It looks like a very interesting story. If you're getting an Oscar-winning actor like Gary Oldman to come in an clear award sort of buzz-worthy movie, then that must have something. The Father, again, is getting so much buzz. It's Anthony Hopkins. He's got dementia. It just reeks of Oscar. And Golden Globe by extension. And Chloe Zhao. I was speaking, I think I actually done a topic on a movie news show about Chloe Zhao and her doing The Eternals and doing Nomadland, two different movies, balancing a big blockbuster for Marvel with an independent movie with Frances McDormand. I seen a bit of it, Stephen. I says I shouldn't have, but I did, and it was absolutely amazing. So if I was to be a betting man, and I'm not going to be a betting man because I've not seen any of them, so I'm just going to completely take that back. I'm not going to make a prediction. I don't know what's going to win it because I need to wait until I've seen all the movies.
Best original song in a motion picture, John. Fight for You by Judas and the Black Messiah. Hear My Voice, The Trial of the Chicago 7. iOS Scene, The Life Ahead. Speak Now, One Night in Miami. Tigers and Tweed, The United States versus Billie Holiday.
Again, not seen most of those movies, Stephen, and I don't really pick out songs unless I'm really like earworm inducing, like that one from Moana from a few years back. So not got a clue. Any one of them could win. Anyone.
Best actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. We've got Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of the Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Jared Leto in there for The Little Things, Bill Murray in there for On the Rocks, and Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami.
Well, Stephen B spoke about the Bill Murray performance. I think it was him and his daughter On the Rocks. It looked like a great movie. I think someone reviewed it on the website.
Yep, from the writing team, yep.
Jared Leto in The Little Things, Denzel, Rami Malek, Jared Leto, Oscar-winning actor. It looks like an amazing movie. There's a killer, there's two investigating. That looks a great concept. I wouldn't put it out of Jared Leto's sort of maybe possibility to nab that. Daniel Kaluuya looks incredible in Judas and the Black Messiah. I spoke about it yesterday, the early buzz, the reactions. I seen him speaking about it with Tom Holland in an actor-on-actor video. He looks absolutely incredible in that movie, so I wouldn't put it past him as well. And then, of course, Sacha Baron Cohen, as I did say in The Trial of the Chicago 7, incredible performance. So,
yeah.
I mean, I've not seen One Night in Miami, so I can't speak about that. But it's a stacked, category. But again, no Delroy Lindo for the Five Bloods, or the Five Bloods, not the Five Bloods. And that surprises me because he was absolutely incredible. And it looks as though he's going to get snubbed. It's the classic thing come award season. Movies that come out earlier in the year get completely ignored. So that's a shame. But hey ho.
Best actress in a supporting role in any motion picture. We've got Glenn Close in Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman in The Father. We've got Jodie Foster in The Mauritian. I think that's how you say it. Amanda Seyfried in Mank, and Helena Zengel in News of the World, which actually doesn't come out here for another week. 10th of February, I think it comes out here in Netflix.
I'll watch that when it comes out. I really do like the look of that. Is that the young girl that's accompanying Tom Hanks in the movie? Yeah, that looks really good. Amanda Seyfried's great as well. Mank, I mean, I spoke about it. Fincher, Oldman, Seyfried. Wouldn't put it past her. Jodie Foster, I've not really seen her in a long time. I'm surprised to see she's still floating around.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to turn up in the MCU.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Not going to happen, is it? And again, Olivia Colman. Just love Olivia Colman. So down to earth, amazing actor. She's in The Crown, she's in The Father, she's in everything, really. I loved her in The Favourite.
Everything that we like. Yeah, exactly. Best actor in a motion picture, musical or comedy. We've got Sacha Baron Cohen in there for Borat 2. James Corden, your favourite, in The Prom. We've got Lin-Manuel Miranda for Hamilton, Dev Patel for The Personal History of David Copperfield, and Andy Samberg for Palm Springs.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I've only seen Sacha Baron Cohen's performance. I didn't really watch Hamilton. Again, Lin-Manuel Miranda, amazing buzz from his performance.
Yeah.
James Corden, by all accounts, one of his career worst performances, they say in one of the articles I read. I've not seen The Prom. By all accounts, they're throwing him a bone because they may want him to host the ceremony next year. So he is shit, and he's in this category, and that, I think, sums up this category, really. Dev Patel, we spoke about The Personal History of David Copperfield. That's been about for a long time. That was out in the box office about a year ago. It was just
talked about it because it was getting an Indian release, yeah.
Palm Springs I've not seen, and so I'd go with Sacha Baron Cohen, but it'll probably be James Fat Corden. There you go. Fat
best motion.
I'm trying to do my best Patrick Stewart impression.
I can't watch that, John. That's so cringeworthy. It was one of the times I actually sided with James Corden. I just felt, Patrick, what are you doing?
You don't go after
but anyway,
man. That's just ridiculous.
No. Best motion picture animated: The Croods: A New Age, Onward, Over the Moon, Soul, and Wolf Walkers.
Desperately trying to get this. I don't know any of these movies. Soul, I think you watched Soul, didn't you, Stephen?
Yeah.
What did you think about Soul? Because I've not seen Soul. I've not seen Onward. That was Tom Holland and Chris
It was
Pratt.
okay. John, it was okay. It was not one of my favourite animated films.
Steve,
it was not bad.
Stephen, it's clearly not a good year for animated movies because by all accounts, The Croods: A New Age was way long past its sell-by date. It was a sequel no one wanted. Onward, I mean, it's Pixar, isn't it? I think it was Disney Pixar. It's there right in front of me. And so they're not your sort of memorable, amazing Pixar movies. And there's an argument that Pixar have not been the same since Disney took over them, but I'll not get into that argument. Ain't seen any of these movies. Impossible for me to speak about it. possible.
Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama, we've got Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. We've got Riz Ahmed for The Sound of Metal. Anthony Hopkins for The Father. Gary Oldman for Mank. And Tahar Rahim for... That's that film again.
Yeah,
the
Mauritian. I think that's it's based on Guantanamo. By all accounts, a Guantanamo movie. It's meant to be quite good. Mank, it's Gary Oldman. You can't write Gary off. He's just amazing. One of my favourite actors. Just love the guy off the screen as well. Hard to believe his immensely less talented little sister is floating around in EastEnders. What a disparate. I can't even think of the word. Disparity. That's the word, between two siblings. It's incredible. One got all the talent and one is utterly shit. Riz Ahmed, I've not seen it. I do like Riz though. I just watched Ma Rainey's Black Bottom literally before this show because I was stunned that it was on Netflix for about a month and I hadn't seen it. Chadwick is phenomenal. Last performance from this guy. Unbelievable performance. Him and is it Viola Davis, I think, who is playing Ma, I should say, not Mo. I've got Mo again in my head. Ma. They two were amazing in it. It was a great ensemble performance, but I tell you what, Chadwick, I wouldn't write Chadwick off for winning that posthumously, and not just because of what happened in the tragedy surrounding him, because it was a genuinely brilliant performance for the guy, and it just typifies he was going through what he was going through, and he delivers that energetic, amazing performance. So my preference would be Chadwick winning it.
I think if you're onto something there, John. But Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama, we've got Viola Davis in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Andra Day, the United States versus Billie Holiday. Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman. Frances McDormand for Nomadland. And Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman.
Again, Promising Young Woman's supposed to be amazing. I've not seen it, so I can't speak, but that may be an underdog. Frances McDormand is sublime in Nomadland. Again, absolutely sublime, just an amazing actor. Vanessa Kirby, a great actor as well. She's popped up in the likes of Mission Impossible. Can't rate her off. Viola Davis, really good as Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Funnily enough, just a great little introspective look at the whole racial thing. Stephen in America calls them in this sort of recording session. A great little movie. I highly recommend it. It's brilliant. She's really good. She's putting her foot down and standing up to the white man in it in a time when that didn't happen, and making them run about and get her bottles of coke and stuff like that. Another great performance from an amazing actor. So perhaps her, perhaps Frances McDormand, may even be Carey Mulligan. Time will tell.
You'll get it. You're 50% right there. Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. We get Maria Bakalova for Borat's second film. We've got Kate Hudson in there for music. Michelle Pfeiffer in there for French Exit. Rosamund Pike for I Care a Lot. And Anya Taylor-Joy for Emma.
I can't find this category again on this website. I'm floating up and down all over the place. What is it again, Stephen? Best Actress?
It's the Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy.
Maria Bakalova was decent. She was. I didn't like her in the trailer. I thought it took away from the pacing of the movie, but when you actually watch the movie, it adds a different element onto it. And of course, the big reveal with Rudy Giuliani at the end, where she coaxes him, and Sasha's hiding in a wardrobe. That was all down to her, so you got to give her credit. That screwball Giuliani. But Anya Taylor-Joy, man, what an actor she is. Actress, actor, whatever you want to call her.
Fantastic.
I've not seen Emma, but I've seen just about every other thing she's been in. So, and Rosamund Pike, everyone. Look, Stephen, it's an amazing cast, an amazing category again. Look at those
very strong,
names. Pfeiffer's in there as well. So, I've only seen one movie, so I can't really speak about it. This is a hard show to do, Stephen, because half these movies have not been out because of COVID. So,
this is the thing, John. Exactly, the situation's really forcing our hand. We need to talk about it. This is what our show's all about, and we're not going to know everything, especially, with the pandemic. It's very limited to what we can see at the moment anyway, but we've only got a few more categories to go, and then we'll be on our merry way. Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, we've got Sacha Baron Cohen for Borat 2, we've got James Corden for The Prom, Lin-Manuel Miranda for Hamilton, Dev Patel.
James Fat Corden.
I don't know. Dev Patel, The Personal History of David Copperfield, Andy Samberg, Palm Springs. I think we have, John. I think it's been a duplication on the site. We'll move on to Best Director. We've definitely not done that. And Motion Picture, David Fincher for Mank, Regina King for One Night in Miami, Aaron Sorkin for The Trial of Chicago 7, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, and Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman.
Stephen, if I was to be a betting man, and I will be, I think it'd be a toss-up between Chloe Zhao, Fincher and Emerald Fennell. So, I've not seen.
Want to throw the other two in there as well?
No, I'll just go with those three. But it could be any. It really could be any. But Stephen, I'd like to go with Chloe Zhao for this. I do love Fincher, but Fincher's been round the block. He's had his day. Zhao's up and coming. She seems like a lovely person, and I really did like Nomadland. So I'm going to go with Chloe Zhao for this one as my personal. But whether that marries with what the actual Golden Globe sort of process churns out, then that's another thing entirely. But Fincher may win it. Regina King may win it. Any of them may win it. That's the beauty, Stephen. We just don't know. But I have my favourite, and that's Zhao.
Best original score is going to round up the categories, John, and we've got The Midnight Sky, Tenet, News of the World, and Mank.
I think you know who my choice would be there, Stephen. It's going to be Ludwig Göransson for Tenet. I just love that score.
Tenet,
It's an amazing score. The Meet and Neil synth score. It's a sort of reverse of the protagonist's main theme. Just an amazing score, an amazing soundtrack. This guy's incredible. He won with Black Panther. He's doing The Mandalorian. He just is incredible. So it's for me. And Desplat as well. I briefly seen The Midnight Sky on Netflix. I didn't get through the whole thing because it wasn't a very good movie. But Desplat's brilliant. Of course, he won, I think, for The Shape of Water. I'm sure it was him that won.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But Göransson for me all day long because he's just the man, to be quite frank. But look, he is the man. I don't know if I can round this show up from this screen, but we must certainly try because the show is coming to an end. What was your thoughts on the nominations? What was your thoughts on the snubs, the surprises, the potential winners in this year's ceremony? Is this going to be in person? I don't even know. I think it will be via Zoom, and it will lose its gravitas, its glitz, its glam when you've not got the likes of Pitt walking up the red carpet in like a Louis Vuitton suit or something like that. But what was your thoughts on it anyway? What's your thoughts on our discussion on it? If you get anything to say at all, you can comment down below in the comments section. You can also like the video and subscribe to the channel. Give us a follow on Twitch as well if you're watching over there. And if you do, you will get more content. That's how you get more content. That's how it works, guys. But look, until then, bye-bye. It works. We can end it here. Yay! Bye-bye.